Man, yeah, nah, we about to get into it, Let's get it, man. Let me hit up where Fern's at. Yo, we've been freestyling. Let me tell y'all, bro. We've been really freestyling. It's lit. I love this for us. Whoa, here he is. Oh, yeah, gotcha. What's up, Trey? What's up, Trey? That's big bro right there, facts. Big bro right there, man. We is live, baby. We is live, baby. Yeah. Big bro. Man, Trey. You like Trey's music too. Facts. My son vocals. Yo, let me tell you about this. It's so funny how my old college that it really wasn't like the best situation, but what we all created out of that. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was, all of my friends that we would, you play basketball, you'll rap, now they're rappers, you know what I'm saying? Trey would sing and stuff. It's like, yo, bro, like we was all encouraging him, like, yo, bro, make some music. He making music now, doing great. So I was like, it's just cool. It's definitely something like that. But yeah, it's just cool. It's just cool seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So let me send it to him again. Yeah, I don't know if his phone died or something, so we waiting for him. Everybody, hey, send it. So basically, we're gonna be talking about Friends' article that just dropped. It was about a little bit going into depth about why people don't or like are not themselves. The program and stuff like that.
Nah, Mark was trolling, bro. I couldn't hear you.
You said Marco was trolling.
Yeah. he wasn't trying to see me be great.
Bro, yo, Mark got a kid, bro. Hey, a couple times people who pull up in the lives, I don't know if they real people like that. So I'll be like, oh, there he is. Mark,
Yeah.
Bill. I think Bill probably pulled up on this one.
Mark let us rock last time, though, so I don't know
He
why he was
did.
acting funny right now, but
He
whatever. It
did.
is
He
what it
did.
is.
He like, nah. It's more like, yeah, hey. Now I let that other slide. Stop
Right.
playing. You feel me? But yeah, I was just telling him now. We about to talk about your article and how just you
Yeah.
don't miss. You don't
Yeah,
miss.
just briefly, because I want everyone to read it, but there was a couple of great points in there and that we've been kind of going over from our lives,
Mm-hmm.
which inspired me to even make that piece
Mm-hmm.
in the first place. So, but the piece is titled Reclaiming Your Individuality. And a lot of people are under the impression that how could you reclaim something that you feel you never lost, right? It's a big difference. That's why I encourage everyone to read it, because it really goes over some of the specifics of how easy it is to adopt other mindsets, how easy it is to adopt someone else's dream, or how easy it is to lose who you are. There's a lot of people moving and operating without understanding what, I think more importantly, what they are and then who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go around, we live this life not knowing that we've been programmed since a kid. And then as a child, I mean, you kind of get silenced because you're a child. I mean, you have those
Mm-hmm.
thoughts and people kind of encourage you because you're a child, but not because they really believe you.
Right.
You understand? But then as you get older, that's when they start telling you that, oh, this is unrealistic, or he's daydreaming in class. So there's these little places along the way where you actually lose your originality
Mm-hmm.
and your dreams and your ability to dream big, your ability
Mm-hmm.
to be creative.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of damaged inner child within us that doesn't allow us to go back and touch upon or feel those moments when we were free,
Mm-hmm.
when we
Yeah.
could do whatever it is that we wanted to do. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the beginning of it, but then actually, as you got older, it uncovers or talks about if whatever it is that you're chasing, whatever it is that you feel that you want, if it's really yours or if it's
Mm-hmm.
somebody else's, right? And I think that's a really important thing, because there are a lot of people that are still operating out of a persona rather than individuality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because your individuality is very threatening to some people. It's very overpowering. So it's easy to adopt any concept or move with a bunch of people if they're moving together. But
Yeah.
how do you separate yourself? Because it's
Well.
difficult to be the one separated. It's not easy being the one to be individual. So it kind of goes over It said, because of past trauma, one would tend to have their guard up. Absolutely, but what people don't understand about the trauma is it kind of gave them a different identity. It
Yeah.
shifted them away from
Hmm.
themselves because
Hmm.
you don't know who you are. I mean, I could ask you guys a question of who are you? A lot of people would say, "Oh, I'm so and so, and I went to school here, and I went to go there." But it's like the article is trying to dig deeper than that, and to dig deeper the who you are, and kind of give people more credit from what they're actually giving themselves, which is a tough thing. But it's basically trying to help people, or trying to help people understand that in their individuality has kind of been lost, and to
Yeah.
really ask people whether it is they're feeding their soul or their persona, which is a very two very different things that I feel that more people need to really
Mm.
sit down and think about.
Gio said, would you not say natural talent are a guideline back to your individuality? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right,
And the last slide you're talking about children and being in supportive communities, households, stuff like that. Yes, because um no one in my household knew that speaking was gonna be my art. They just knew that I wasn't dumb, and
right.
I'm outspoken, whatever the hell that means. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, um, that's the substance. Yeah. So it's like, my natural ability was basketball, right? So as you know, we went to high school together. So it's like everybody, oh, he's gonna go play basketball. I'm like, I mean, I'll play basketball just because I'm good at it, but it's like this is not the end all be all. And it's like,
And
what
right,
if I didn't? What if I would have kept playing basketball? Would I be on
and
this live?
and
You know what I'm saying?
even though you were really talented at it, and that's a way that you channel, you know, it's still the persona that you had.
Right.
So
The
if
basketball player. Yep.
right, you
The jock.
if you were still that person, you would have been trying to feed the persona, because we had this conversation where you said that that clearly wasn't what was meant for you to be. I mean, it was a way to help channel, and a way for you to help see things
Yeah.
right from the game's perspective and the
Yeah.
mentality that goes into the game.
Hmm.
But had you have continued to pursue that, and you said that you took a step back because you realized it was kind of feeding the persona, or kind of showing what it is that other people thought that you were supposed to do, or the
Right.
image of what Mike was, rather
Yeah.
than what it is. What do I want? You know,
And
and
it's funny. It's funny because that's what's happening. I literally had a argument with somebody that suffers from what we're talking about right now, persona, right? So me being myself and able to stand on it bothered him.
right,
And you saw it like when we were arguing. And it's like another person that a lot of persona. And it's like, yeah, I don't expect you to understand, but my whole thing is don't try to bash me because you don't understand. Like someone who's majority of the time not being themselves holistically and authentically, regardless of what people think, they're never going to understand someone that's going to be themselves regardless of what people think. So that's why those people get ostracized as being outspoken or
right,
problematic. I'm like, I mean, if we're in a society where lies, deception, and pretending is high up there, I don't necessarily think being unproblematic is a good thing.
right.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So
yeah, it's fun. It's also strange because a lot of us had a voice, but the collective silenced it. And instead of just saying, I'm going to talk regardless, or I'm going to express what it is that I feel, that inner language, instead of actually flowing with it, you saw a bunch of other people silenced as well. So then it kind of looked normal to you. And then that's when people started to kind of tell you that either you were crazy, or that things were kind of, the ordinary or far fetched. But at the end of the day, we were trying, we're trying to show people that out of the ordinary is really your normal, right?
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
their normal, because their normal is going to tell you what you should be all the time. And you even see that with people in school right now. It's like, how much of you guys are in school, or how many people are in school for safety reasons, right? For comfort reasons, because somewhere, some way you're going to make a lot of money. And it's kind of a repetitive topic, but what's not the unique part about it is understanding your individuality and who you are, because I feel that not a lot of people understand what they're really capable of. People will think, well, I never had a gift. I never had any creative ideas, and then, then, but that's cap. That's
Super.
bullshit. It's just somewhere along the way you were silenced.
Yeah.
So you not being able to speak or harness that in any way crippled you and led you with these people, you know?
But let's
Like,
talk about it. These people are also very talented liars. I'm like, for you to lie, that's like for you to have a talent at lying or be good at lying, you have to be creative because you're creating something that did not happen.
right. And
You
you have to know the other side, right? So for people to tell you what you should be is them already jealous or they're already they know the potential of what you can be if you don't follow them. So they're going to keep you from going in that direction because they're already in one area, right? And not a lot of people want to see you do better than them. If there's 1,000 people reacting one way, the chances are they're going to influence you, right?
yeah.
But they're not going to want you to figure it out, right?
Nope.
Because how does it benefit them? It doesn't benefit them. So
Nope.
that's why even that goes back to even parent programming is like we feel that because we love our parents so much and we want to make them proud that we got to do whatever it is that they want us to do. But how many people have been able to just flat out tell them like this is not for me and be able to stand firm on it? Like I know I spoke to a couple of people about it where their parents are supportive of it, but there's a lot
Mhm.
of people that aren't, that they
Right.
want, that they feel that their children need some kind of structure because that's a structure that they had and that was the way that they won. You know, because no one ever told them that it was okay for you to be able to dream, whatever it is.
Yeah. My aunt
That's
is
why
like that. My
that's
aunt
why
did that.
success is the best revenge. I think I believe that, but also being yourself is the best revenge
Right.
over anything. Because no one can be you. No one can do what you do. So how could you listen to people about you? Because they only know them. So how can they tell you or give you a blueprint? Like we took our lives, we based our relationships, our careers, our dreams, and we took this blueprint and we compared them side by side, and we were like, this doesn't match this blueprint. But the blueprint doesn't even exist. You
Nope.
know, just because you see certain things work for some certain people doesn't mean that that's for you. And I think reclaiming your individuality is really going back to that inner child that was exposed to a gift, but then felt a little bit silenced, felt a little bit
Absolutely.
quiet.
Yeah. And a person like me, I'm just like, I'm not, 11, 11. I'm not gonna silence myself because you don't get it. That's not my job. Go figure
Right.
it out like I did. Right.
But
And that's
you see how they made us sound crazy for it. They made us sound a little bit delusional for it, right? Even even day like just a quick example of like even daydreaming, right? For someone that daydreams a lot, what are they daydreaming about? But it's automatically considered if a child is daydreaming, it automatically means that they're doing something wrong.
right. Or they're not focused on bullshit
They're
realistically.
not focused on bullshit. So
But it's
at
funny
what
how
point did you
daydreaming is bullshitting, right? That's hilarious.
and how much of the relationships are you forming because you don't know who you are or what you're capable of? Because it's easy to pair up with somebody who's going to help you mirror what you already don't have. Whoever's going to help you mirror your insecurity is going to make you feel more validated. Whoever is along, like we talk about the level of our worth, right?
Hmm. Absolutely.
Why, if we feel a certain way, we're going to attract people that feel the same way.
Yeah.
So how can we figure out a way to feel a higher worth so we can attract people that are really supposed to be there for us? Because we follow this blueprint, right? But then we get upset when things don't work out, when relationships now we're hurt. Oh, but this is a repetitive cycle. I'm so unlucky. This so and so keeps happening, but it's like this is what you're attracting because this is the persona that you put out. So what are you trying to? Are you trying to feed you, or are you trying to feed the persona that you have?
And that's why I'm like I have a tweet which is it's a lot of my messages are a little bit triggering because I want to get your attention. That's my intention, right? So I was like, people would think they're gonna thirst trap their way into peaceful relationships or good relationships. Like, good luck with that.
Right. And I also said about it doesn't matter what filter you wear, how you try to mask anything, whatever accolades, like it doesn't matter what the accolades are, what your goals are. At the end of the day, yeah, they can be achievable, but you have to want to get to a place where you're not constantly yearning for more. I mean, obviously you want to keep progressing and keep growing, but are you going to chase something that's only gratifying for that one moment? Like we said, dopamine is a crazy thing. But what's going to help you feel more rooted in purpose? How can you find out who you are, right? And how can we understand that our individuality is our biggest advantage in this world? Because it's literally your way, it's your portal out of this way, out of the way of this artificial existence. Because at the end of the day, we are kind of just floating in an artificial existence, just trying to look at what the next man's doing, trying to fit in, and ultimately, it's like, what are we here to? What are you here to do? How can you be the best you? How can you utilize yourself?
When you're a city girl persona that keeps getting tight, you attract city dude personas. It's comedy. Absolutely. And it's funny because
At
the
this
people we're
point,
talking about need this live, need it. Need the live more than anybody because it's like, but then they want us to call us every 5 seconds to pick up the pieces. Like, bro, you don't respect me, bro. Like, at what point are now you're being disrespectful to me as a person and my intellect
right,
and my caring? You feel what I'm
right,
saying? Because it's like we're sitting here telling you, yeah, it's that. That's why you keep doing it. Like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's like, no, bro. Like, at what point? Because it's like, and then you start to believe it. Oh, there's no good dudes, or you can't trust no girl. I'm telling you right now, all that is cap. I've
right,
met the most elite men. I've met the most trustworthy women. But why? Because I upgraded. Period.
right,
You want something dropped off to you in your lap, Amazon. You want Jeff to come hand it to you. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't, and it's never gonna work that way. You
right,
have to upgrade. You have to do the work. It's just
right,
another reason why, even in relationships, it's like first of all, there's no perfect relationship. The only perfect relationship is a real one,
right,
right? And don't let none of that go over your head. It's like, no, real situations, real solutions, you know what I'm saying? Real accountability, real trust is like, that's the perfect relationship. It's not the persona.
yeah,
And that's what people are going for. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you don't people realize that we're gonna notice when you stop posting them?
yeah.
Like, so
It's a
whatever it is
wild
you're trying
concept.
to do, it's gonna crash and burn every time.
It's a wild concept to think that you can call in manifestations off the persona that you want to show.
It's
That
like you said, it's entitlement and narcissism at that point.
right,
It's like you're gonna try to trick God. Are you dumb?
yeah,
Like, are you dumb? 6ix9ine voice. I mean, we don't condone snitching, but like, are you dumb? Like, that makes no sense, bro. It's like you really think that what created you, you're gonna trick it into giving what you want? That makes zero sense. But I deserve this. No, you deserve exactly what you have. Because I'm gonna tell you, as soon I really wasn't going through it like how other people are because they dumb, but well, they're choosing to look at things in a non-logical manner. So bullshit is at the door. But as soon as I was like, nah, I gotta do this better, I gotta do that better, I gotta get in the lab, what I wanted or close to what I wanted started popping up. Oh, and it was right here the whole time. Yeah, it's usually how it works, right? That's
right.
why, open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because you have everything you want, right? Abundance is my birthright. Yeah, whatever, bro. What if abundance is your birthright is that you have to construct it yourself? You still gonna do it?
Yeah. But you don't even know who you are from your birthright. Like your birthright is you, but you don't even know what that. So how can you talk about abundance being a birthright when you're not even in tune to how valuable that birthright is and how unique that birthright is to you? Vibrant Thought says some people don't know they're not being themselves. People try different shoes to see what fits. It all comes down to how long what you're doing will last.
Mm,
I
I
don't
feel
agree.
that to an extent
I,
because when I'm
I
doing
agree.
something,
That's the
yeah,
method that people use, right? But it
yeah,
doesn't mean that that's the method that's gonna work.
yeah, and realistically, like you know, when you're not being yourself, because it's a compromise to your own spirit. You're disrespecting your own spirit. You
Right,
think that you're not gonna feel that. Sometimes people feel it physically.
right,
Like when I'm not being myself, I physically feel it.
right.
So it's like you can choose to ignore it, then that's a whole different issue. Like you feel like I do understand what you're saying, but
Yeah,
only to a certain extent. Like, you feel me? Not facts, you feel that heavy fact. Yo, you feel it in your heart. You feel it, bro. Like when I'm like, damn, like immediately you feel it. So it's like, if people, like I said, people choose to ignore because they want to escape. It's like, I mean, now if you're using to an escape, or you're gonna have someone let you know about yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. People want to put people who let people know about themselves, they want to cast them off as them being mean or an asshole or something like that. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like you need to have these people in your life, right? There's a, like me specifically, because I was always like this. So it's like there's a reason why I'm in people's lives for so goddamn long. Is because they like, nah, I know for a fact this dude means well, and he gonna let me know when it's some bullshit. Yes, because that's love. If that's the role I'm in your life, I'm gonna do it to the best I can with compassion, right? Now I'm not gonna sit here, you're retarded, and that's what I used to do. But I was thinking that people, but no, I was like, no, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't think you should go about it this way. Let's do it this way. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say, no, that's dumb, right? I'm not
Right.
gonna say it necessarily nicely. That's why people take substances to ignore it. Exactly, right? You feel me?
And they
Constructive
think they
criticism,
think that they're connecting with themselves on a deeper level, that it's a
and
spiritual
they're
thing.
not. It's just
It
escapism, right?
yeah,
And I want to go constructive criticism, right? So the problem is people think criticism and they take it personally. I'm like, see, that's the issue. Stop taking things so damn personally, right?
right.
If I now criticize you, but then lay out a PowerPoint about how we should take the next steps together, because now if you're my friend or you're my family, we are on the same team. So I'm gonna say we. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna say we, because if you're consulting with me or whatever, and I love you, it's gonna be a we thing, right? So if I'm now criticizing you, but then I'm saying, but this is why, you shouldn't do this. Let's try this. Let's try that. Stop. Well, who are you? Come on, bro. That's corny.
Yeah.
That's
That's
corny,
yeah.
because all you're now doing is that now you're stopping. We talked about 2 or 3 lives ago the flow of love, right? Because that's love too, right?
Right.
You don't, and that's the problem. Everybody just want everything's okay. No, everything is not okay. Every little thing that you do is not okay. Like you're creating an insane asylum, right? And you're like, yo, why does this stuff always happen to me? Because that's what you're creating. You're creating mayhem. And then
Right.
you're like, why is this mayhem happening to me? It's you. It's you. Every time someone has structure or lets you know or grounds you, you think it's an attack. So it's like, okay, source them like, oh, so this is what you want. All right, I got
Right.
something for you.
Right. And
Now
and
go
and
ahead.
that's why reclaiming your individuality is important.
Yeah. Yes.
So you can
Right.
know
I like that.
what's really for you. You
He
could
said,
know.
I break you down. I break you down. I broke you down to bring you back up. I never meant to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to bring the best out. Yeah. And that's a different type of love, for real.
Right.
And
And
and and it took
that's not always gonna put you in a position to be favorited, to be
or liked.
someone that yeah, or like
Yep.
that's not gonna be ever put you in a position. But like I said, if a bunch of people are doing something one way, it's because they're comfortable doing it. It's those other people on that are along the sidelines that are gonna tell it how it is, and it's important to just say what needs to be said. It doesn't matter.
Simple.
It don't matter what people are gonna try to tell you. Like people could be on a high horse and try to compare your life to them to be able to look at your advice as valid, to look at your insight as valid. Like, how can you tell me about myself when you're so and so, right? I feel like if you can really look past the high horse shit and really just look at it as love, it's different. It don't have to be hostile. It don't have to be negative.
Nope. Not at all. And I think that's the, well, anything goes, and it's like anything does not go. And it's like it's not my opinion, right? Because that's another thing that people love doing. Well, that's your opinion, that's your perspective. Okay, let's play that game if you want to, because all I'm gonna say is, why don't I have your problems? Conversation's over
And
every time.
you're observing and just bringing out the facts from the basic observation, right?
Right.
It's like if we're staring at the sun, what are we looking at? That's the same thing as like I'm just telling you what I see. It's
Right.
very, and I can give you an insight to help you, but I'm just giving you the facts of what I see. If you think that that's not facts, then you're crazy. Because I'm
Facts.
literally just showing you what I'm looking at. So if
Yeah.
you think that you're portraying something different, then that's insanity.
Facts. And especially when especially when you can explain, right? So that'll happen to us. Oh, we're this, we're that, or me, probably me more. Oh, you're this, you're that. Then I explain my point of view very thoroughly and almost a bulletproof, not bulletproof, bullet. It's like, so now what? So now it's like, are you gonna understand or not? Right? And then now it's like, yeah, irrational behavior is like, now is it, do you just want to make me that and say you're just seeing for what it is, right?
And it's
Because
easy to make us that. It's so easy because you can escape any
corny as hell
accountability. You can
too.
escape all accountability your whole life if you just tell someone, if you just label someone like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
You don't
yeah,
have to go through any type of accountability. Everything is
nope,
free flowing. You can
yep.
just be whatever the way we can wake up, be whoever you want to be, and no one's allowed to tell you shit. This world revolves around you. The sun revolves around you, and then you ride off into the sunset at the end of the day. Like, no, that's not how shit works. Especially if you want to preach about being loved and you lack the love or you lack the respect, or you're finding yourself in situations where people are disrespecting you or in bad relationships. How much of that is a reflection of yourself? How much of it? You know, there's circumstances where that doesn't always apply, but 9 times out of 10 is going to
People know
apply.
society's morals and values is solid, but want to use the same foundation to operate. Oh my God, that's the
Absolutely.
rapper. Oh
Yeah.
my God, facts.
Yeah. It's easy to apply things when they can apply, right? It's easy to apply things when they can benefit you, when they can make you look better.
Right. And it's so funny because I have a tweet cooked up. I'm breaking down why sports, politics, and religion is always going to be argued about. Because you can construct anything you want out of whatever's present.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna tweet it, but it's just like, yo, like certain people I know only value fame and clout and impressing people that don't know that they don't even know. I know a couple hype beasts, a
And they'll
couple.
and
That's
they'll
our
be the
culture now.
they'll be the first to tell you that they're not like that. They'll be the first to tell you, well, like, I love this stuff. Well, this represents me, but it's just like I said, they're feeding persona and not soul. They're feeding who they want to appear like, which is really even people that are not as open, people that are not as clout chasing as that still have that problem.
Right.
It's not just the clout
Chasing
chasers. Yeah,
and now clout chasing made a new form. Now it's how can I show everybody that I'm a good person? And it's awful.
yeah,
I was saying the other day about how virtue signaling is the new clout token. It's like, bro, like you understand that we are playing with people's lives. Like you're potentially playing with people's lives by appearing something that you're not to and aiding and destroying other people's lives. Like I put an example, right? Wear your mask, 6 foot, 6 foot, blah blah blah. Everybody was at Halloween party yesterday. So what happened? Your
yeah,
morals got suspended for 6 hours?
right. And then you call someone out on that, and then the first thing they want to do is tell you, oh, well, you're insensitive to the 180,000 people that died in one day, and you need to inform yourself because you didn't get your statistics from where we get our statistics from.
And
It's
it
like,
makes zero sense.
how much of what you represent is really what you feel? If you're
And they
portraying,
don't.
if it's not what you feel and you're portraying to be this person, what do we call that, Mike? Is that a bot?
Bot. Oh yeah, bot.
That's a bot?
Mid. Shit. Mid. It's all mid. Mid reapers. But yeah, it's a bot, bro. It's like, well, everyone's telling me that I'm supposed to react like this, and I don't want to seem like I'm not like that because I don't want to really explain myself because I don't really know what I want to do because I don't really. It's like, bro.
And most of them cannot explain themselves without emotion. Emotion, like we said, emotion is not going to validate your point. Emotion is not facts. The more we realize emotion is not facts, the better off everything is going to be.
and under
especially
and
especially
understanding what
relationship.
emotion is. Like
Right.
how emotions are viewed is so ass backwards, but that's by design. Emotions are energy in motion. Those triggers are triggers in your own system.
Right.
You have to go fix that now, right? When you're talking
Right.
about mind being a computer, go fix your system, bro. Stop trying to, well, you shouldn't attack my system. What? First of all, no one is attacking the system in the first place. Why is your system off, right? They're reminders. I was talking to somebody and they was like, yo, when you're triggered, you're not supposed to step back, you're supposed to lean in. I'm like, yeah, go head on into the trigger and see what's up. Like
Yeah.
when you go get your car fixed, you don't say, damn, I just want my car to be, I don't want my car to be fixed. Whoa, why me? Like, why my car? It's like, bro, you go fix your car, bro. Go fix your car.
Yeah.
Like, why are you like, what does it matter? Go fix your car, bro. Like, what?
Yeah.
And that's how people use it. They're just like, yo, everybody's supposed to cater to me. I'm also not a narcissist though. Everybody's supposed to cater to me. Everybody's supposed to know what I'm offended by. Everybody's supposed to know everything that's already in my head because they're just supposed to know whether they know me or not, whether I express it or not. Yeah, already know that. It's like, bro, that's insane.
And
Insane.
it's all like characteristics of what they're not anyway. So it's
Help
like,
me,
why do you?
help me support my imagination of myself.
Could you imagine that, bro?
Yes, I can, because people do it all goddamn day, bro.
That's
I'm
crazy.
watching this shit happen.
Yeah.
Yo, complaint not gonna fix the situation. Yeah. In this age, who's the biggest victim? Who has the best complaint? Who has the most elite complaint? That's the winner.
Right.
Winner of what?
Or who's the most emotional, which can be translated, which is not the most passionate.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. No, that's gonna have to be a topic, like emotional versus passionate, and how to direct that.
And
We can
even
go
that
crazy with that.
passion is not facts either.
Facts.
So what the fuck does that mean? You could be
Your
passionate
passion, you
about
can make it facts.
you could be passionate about some bullshit and then try to project your emotional passion on some shit that's not valid. And it's funny to just people will ramble on, and then what can you do in that situation? Look at them and just be like, just keep talking to yourself, bro. Like, what do you do? What do you do in that situation, bro? It's like the people that want to argue, right? They'll push your buttons. They'll try to argue, and the second you're logical, they're like, oh well, you're the emotional one. You're the one that's being emotional. I don't know
And
why you're
that
being emotional now because you brought so and so up. So I'm like, but I'm just bringing up the facts. I'm bringing up the facts.
and also I just like before I have conversations with those people, before they start rambling, I say, what is your point? Off rip. Because I'm not gonna have a freestyling contest with you about some shit that you didn't even yourself didn't think about. So say
Right.
off rip before we go into this conversation, what is your point? What is the reference? Off rip. And I'm like, okay, cool. And as soon as I see inconsistency, I'm like, that's cap. Nope. How does that go about what you're saying? Now, the problem is people gonna let me finish. It's like, no, I'm not gonna let you finish. Why do I have to let you waste my time?
Right.
I don't do this to you.
Right.
So that's what I'll be saying. I'm like, bro, like people like us is like we get disrespected all the time, but we're just not emotional about it. Cause the amount of times I got disrespected, my brother says like, bro, I'm surprised you ain't just put somebody already. I'm like, I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm not, but it's like I feel, but he understands what I'm saying. It's like, bro, you take on so much bullshit all day, and then people coming at you. I'm like, that comes with being a truth teller, bro. If I wasn't able to
Yeah.
take that, I'd be capped. I'd be the people that I'm talking about, and I'm not
And
going like that.
and we'd be folding pretty much everybody.
Everybody.
That's
There's not
not.
one person that's had a conversation, a debate with me that's actually went toe to toe with me. They don't even understand that I didn't even pull out my plays. All I did was frying their stupid positions.
And
And
it's
that's the
not
funny part.
not even from a debate perspective, but it's like sometimes it doesn't even get to that because from a logical standpoint they can't match you, so it never actually gets to the debate part
Never. Never.
because you're just kind of like screening them and trying to see if they can even have a rational conversation with you about it.
Mid Reapers. Julio knows what's going on. That's a fact, bro. And I'll be tired of that because, and that's debate needs to be a valid topic in school because people that don't know how to debate. And it's like, but be debating. And I'm like, bro, will you stop? Like, stop with that. Because it's like people don't actually know what goes into debate. You're already given the topic, you're already given the structure beforehand. So you already have structure. Now, why I be folding people is because I already had that structured ingrained in my head. So I'm folding you without even saying my points. I'm folding you in the rebuttal round. I didn't even get to my rounds because I don't even have to. Because just like today, someone basically admitted in their conversation with me that they got lost. I'm like, how? How'd you get lost?
And
then I
something that you initiated too.
something
And
that you can't,
it's
bro. I'm
something
like,
you initiated that you couldn't keep up with. It just shows that you were just being emotional. You got lost somewhere along your emotional babble, and it happens all the time.
all the time. But wait, I'm supposed to understand you? You
Right,
don't even understand you. So actually, me even formulating where I think you're coming from is magical in essence. I'm saying
right.
like, bro, I'm really out here doing some wild stuff right now, trying to debate someone
You're
that
thinking for them. You're like
so
helping them. You're like, come on, you got
I'm
it.
helping them come at me. That's how bad you're losing this debate.
Exactly.
I'm giving you stuff on me,
Right.
like to, and I'm like, because I already know what's up. I'm like, but that's the thing, especially people like us. I'm such a lost a dribble now calling for a foul, right? I'm
Exactly.
so elite and so intellectual, and people look at me so intellectually that they think, well, if I beat him in a debate, then I'm valid. That only lets me know how you view me. You're already putting me on a pedestal,
And
right?
how many people do you know? Doesn't matter what you say. You could be like, it's sunny outside, and they'll automatically be like, oh well, it's not really that sunny actually. You know,
Oh, we on Twitter, bro. Every day. That's why I mute everybody. I'm like, bro, I can't with y'all, bro. Y'all talking about battling all day.
it's all the time. It's like people think that we're trying to be right all the time.
That
It's
like it
not.
matters.
It
It doesn't
exactly.
matter.
So
Like
if you
two
think
plus
I'm
two
trying
is
to be
four.
right, if you think I'm trying to be right all the time, why are you trying to be correct over me? How does that make you any better? You're doing the same thing if that's what you think I'm doing.
Wait, and then wait. The funniest part is when you're projecting. I'm like, how? Cause you know what you said. I'm like, oh, so then if I'm only doing what you're doing, so then we're both doing it. But can you accept that now? If that's what you want to go, it's like, bro, people that act
Now
like
we're
we're
both
so
wrong.
yeah, now we're both wrong. And I'm like, yeah, you see, like you did this for no reason. Like there was no point. You just wanted to see if you could get your shit off, and then you realize you wasn't prepared for what I had for you. Cause I'm never, and that's the thing about us, is like, yo, we're never gonna show you why would I show you all my cards? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some cards and see what you do, right? That's debate. And I'm like, you guys are not, you don't do enough mind bad work
Yeah.
to come over here. Don't do the people who my competition are people who already have platforms and known for this debate stuff. It's not someone I went to high school with. Respectfully, it's
Right.
not. It's
That's that.
not.
That's
It's
like
not.
that's like if you
It's,
if you have
and if I view them like that, they're on my team. You see how that works? But people are so caught up in their own ego, right? I tweeted early, like, on this, because the past 2 days, this has been freaking male ego all day because they see me as an alpha and I'm making them feel small. But I'm like, how can I make you feel small? I'm not even doing anything to you directly. That's a
yeah.
you thing.
That,
You feel what
that
I'm
that
saying?
that's like if you have like little siblings or like a little niece or nephew, you playing ball with him and you start going mad hard. Imagine you just punch his shit. He's 3 years old, 4 years old. You tell him you suck.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. We're not gonna do that. Like it's like,
exactly.
bro, what? And it's so funny too
I'm about
because
to dunk
we
on a 3 year old, bro. Like what the fuck?
real perspectives and broke down at pin comment. Yeah, yeah, facts. And even with that, I'm just like, yo, bro, like you, and then don't, but and their intention is never clarity. It's like, yeah, I'm just trying to go toe to toe with him because I can. Is Mayweather gonna go into a local gym and go do a match with him? No, right? So why the hell do you?
He might even let someone jab him. He
You
might
said
just
because
he might
yeah,
even just let somebody jab him.
and that's what we be doing. I be saying like this. Oh, that's the best you got. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna hit you with this hook and see what happens, and they fold every time. I'm like, that was easy. Like, like my whole thing, and especially when, I do more research than you, and I'm just like, so then why are you? So why do you have this dumbass limited viewpoint on what we're speaking of? I
Right.
know you didn't do the research because if you're doing a real research, you would understand where I'm coming from, and that's all. All you have to do is understand. You don't have to agree.
Yeah.
You don't
We
have to
we
agree with me. I'm not you. You're not me.
we say all this not to make it seem like we're correct, but we say just to show how people communicate very backwards and how you guys should be really attentive or to be really aware about how you communicate or how you choose to argue with people. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
because then don't be
what are you
arguing.
really accomplishing when you're communicating with these type of people? Because I know that you guys run into these type of people every fucking day, and I know it's stressful, but it don't gotta be.
Yeah.
It don't have to be.
Approach debate seeking to understand, not to win. Exactly.
Not even debates, just communication in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
Like it don't gotta be like things turn hostile. Like I said, sometimes you walk out. There's people that just want to be the other person. They just want to say the other thing
Yeah.
because they would like to hear themselves speak. Because at
Yeah.
one point they want to be like, "Oh, I made a point to myself. That's a point to me." You know?
Yeah. And you know it's funny too, growing up, because my sister, she understood now, because I used to debate people, but really I'm just sparring, because you have to spar with bots too. Like from today, I just realized how elite my focus is, because even in the babble, I still stayed on point. So even debating bots is still necessary, right? Because then now I'm not grounded in the
Right.
okay. I can't see how far I've come, because I'm like, oh, I hijack. I'm like, you got lost then. I didn't even get to my other points. I'm like, that's terrible,
And
right?
and
That's
and
terrible.
it's super valid to be in a debate and lose and to
Yeah,
learn from a different perspective because that just happened to me before too.
all the time.
Where someone said
What?
something and my intuition told me to interject and I got checked and it introduced me to a different perspective. And that's okay too. You know, being right doesn't if you're right all the time, you don't learn anything at
Right,
all. You don't know everything, so you can't be right all the time.
right. And then also too, comparison, right? Because they know we know so much information, so now they think that's everything. It's like, bro, you have no idea.
Right.
And you're just showing how much you don't know. People be in debates not winning to lose, not willing to lose. Yeah. And bro, I remember growing up, yo, you always think you're right. I'm like, bro, my big bro, that's my mentor. Oh my God, this you dude used to fillet my ass, bro. I'm like, bro, oh, I'm like, damn. I'm like, I gotta get in the lab. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta go research something. It's like just because you can't give me no L's doesn't mean I don't take L's, and that's the problem. But you think too highly of yourself.
Right.
And based off of what for real, right? Because it's like you're already looking at us, right, as valid opponents, but then when you lose, you don't accept it. So then what was this for? You feel me?
Yeah.
What was this for? It was like,
Yeah.
so you just trying to feed your ego, but then also try to say we're projecting. That isn't that not what projecting is?
And this goes back to persona versus individuality because if you
Word to
know
word,
who
facts.
because if you're claiming your individuality, if you're comfortable with what you are, who you are, and you're completely aware, you're not going to be involved in these situations.
No, not at all.
You're not going to be one of these people, and you're going to put yourself in this position to learn every time you communicate with anybody. Because anytime you open your mouth to speak to somebody, you have the opportunity to learn something from anybody. It doesn't matter if they are more intelligent than you. You can learn something from pretty much anybody. So if you already go into a conversation already feeling like you're the alpha, that you're already overpowering,
Mm,
you already failed. Like there's no point in communicating. You just want to be dominant 24/7, and that's wildly corny. It's like
yeah.
you think LeBron James is gonna go to every court in the city and tell everyone you fucking trash. I'm LeBron. I'm in the NBA. Imagine he responded back to every troll and said, "Well, I don't see you dropping buckets. Pull up on me right now. Pull up to the pull up to the Lifetime
That's
Fitness
gangster.
right now. Like, what's up?"
But respectfully, I'd be like, yo, if he doing that, what you gonna say? I'd be like,
Exactly.
do your
Yeah.
thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's the other side. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
bro, shut him up. Beat him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like my whole thing is like, and like you said, it hostile, and people don't even be ready for the physical altercation either, because they'll get their ass beat too. It's like we not just the
But
smart guys, the
think about
intelligent guys.
how stupid that is though. Like people's egos will get them into a position where it will be a physical altercation.
And get folded. And get folded.
Regardless of the outcome of it, it's stupid to even escalate to that because your communication skills lack. How much of that goes back to just communication skills, bro? Like just
Terrible.
learning how to speak just because you speak
What do you
nice
mean? They
words
got A+ in communications. Their
and and
communication skills are elite. What are you
and
talking about?
and they landed the job interview on the first try. So now it's like, so
Yeah.
now that means that I can go around just speaking to people however the fuck that I want. Like,
who they talk shit to? Anyone playing the highest level of basketball about the sport they get paid for. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say it because I think I could beat them, but I'll be willing to pull up on them.
yeah,
But I
but then
also
you're,
know they are nice though. Like
but
I'm not
and
gonna
you
say
know,
like they whack.
and you know they're gonna leave you on two. You know it.
Cap. Nah, I'm not
A
going for that.
professional basketball player is
I'm
leaving
not
you
going
on
for that.
too, bro.
Nah, I'm not hearing that.
I,
That's
I
dead.
look, bro. It's amazing to have confidence, bro. I
It's
love
dead.
that. I
Bro,
love
I already
that.
told you if I was to meet Kobe, I'd be like, I want to play you right now. And
Yeah,
I'm frying you.
but how much of it do you like really like from a logical standpoint? Do you believe that you
Cause
could do
I'm gonna
well?
figure out a way, bro.
What you gonna
I'm gonna
foul?
figure
You
out a
gonna
way.
elbow him every time?
Nah, absolutely not. Cause he, feel me? I don't know if I can win that fight. You feel me? I ain't
What you
gonna do
mean you
no
don't know
physical.
if you could win that fight, bro? It's
I'm
Kobe.
saying like I'm not about to elbow him. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm about to smack you." I'm like, I mean, you gonna, you feel me? We gonna fight. Like, you know what I mean?
I
No, he
respect it
tried to
though.
disrespect. Just know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
you
gotta
feel
troll
me?
my
Like,
boy, bro. I gotta troll my boy,
you
bro.
feel me? Like, yeah, nah, I'm going. Yo, bro,
I
I'm
say the
fine.
same.
Yo,
I say the same shit to Mike too, bro. Every time I'm on the
I'm
court,
frying you, bro.
I tell him, bro, you never
I'm
came.
frying.
You never came to come see me. So I don't
Bro,
do a
don't do
lot. I
that.
don't talk.
I'm
I do
busting
talk,
Kendrick
but I don't
Perkins'
talk.
ass, bro. Kendrick Perkins is mad big, bro. Like, you feel me? That's a big dude for real.
Kendrick Perkins is backing you up. He's backing you up, hitting you with a. And every time he's hitting a hook, and it's gonna fall every time because that's all he does.
Every
It's falling
facts,
in every
and that's
time.
a
Cuff
bro.
every time.
He's in the NBA to be a bruiser. I'm like, I'm not holding you. I don't have an NBA style body. I'm not built like that. You feel me? But nah, facts.
I also saw Kevin Hart violate Kyle Lowry too.
And I'm way better than Kevin Hart. I'm playing for whatever check,
And Kevin
whatever
Hart's
check.
like 5'4", and he blocked Kyle Lowry and scored on him.
Hector said, I mean, Coach Blaze said if he misses clip. Nah, I feel that. I feel that. And it's funny too, because when you go to basketball camps, you get to play like the D1 players. And you go to each court and I'm like, yo, I think I was 17 and I beat two of them. I'm like, bro, I'm tough. Y'all hoop. And I mean I got MVP at the camp too, but I was ferns. You should have seen what I was doing to them boys, bro.
I
It was
I, res-
bad.
I respect it, bro. But you mentioned Kobe Bryant, bro. I cannot allow that shit, bro. Sorry.
Okay.
I
But
respect the confidence.
but I see. I would have did him filthy though. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like it would
What
because you want to know like
after he
cause we
retired?
yeah huh
After he retired?
yeah. Well, whenever you feel me? Nah, it had to be after you feel me when his knee hurt. That's valid. That's valid. You feel me? But nah, bro. Like I'm like, yo, it's just like when Michael Jordan when Kobe first met Michael Jordan, he said, "I'll play you bust your ass 1-on-1 right now." It's the same
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
It's the same. I'm like, yo, it's whatever. Like we gonna hoop. We gonna hoop, and I'm not just, oh, yo, bro, you gonna nah. We gonna see what's up. You feel me? And then and I'm gonna be so locked in because I'm such a student of him already. I'm gonna figure out how he's beating me, right?
Oh,
And
here
then
we
try
go
to
with
do
the
it, bro. I'm
bullshit,
telling
bro.
you, bro, 1-on-1,
He
bro.
does that mental shit better than anybody, bro.
You got a
That's
point.
why
You
you
got a
have that
point.
skill, bro. That's why that's why you're nice. It's because of that.
I understand that. So that means, but I'm not invincible. I can lose. So what's up? It's the same thing, man. I ain't hearing it, bro. Shout out Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. Man,
Yeah, rest in peace, Kobe, man.
man, I love
That
that
shit hurts
man.
every day still, man.
Every
But
day,
we
bro.
gonna turn
Every
up for
day.
him.
Every day, man. I'll be sitting here like the reason why we doing all this, like me, is because I'm like, bro, Kobe want me to go get buckets, bro. Facts. He'll tell me about myself. Nick, you're not putting enough work. Say less to me.
Yeah.
I'm coming back and dropping 40, right? Man got to counter for counters. But I got that too, heck. I got that too. What you
Yeah.
mean?
I ain't trying
You
to
know the
doubt you, bro.
vibes.
I ain't trying to doubt you, bro. I'm just.
Oh, P just pulled up because he's about to get it when I see him. Yo, I'm telling you, P.
I don't even
Off
want to
rip, look,
hear it,
look.
bro.
He
I don't
come,
even want to
yo.
hear it, bro.
I'm definitely frying you. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. I'm definitely frying you. You're gonna be so tight too, cause you
We
like,
gonna
yo,
we
bro,
gonna
we
live
getting.
stream it. We gonna put it on live.
You sure, bro?
I'm positive.
Look,
Nah,
P.
I said I didn't want to hear it about P, bro, because
Oh,
bro,
P's getting fried. P's
yeah, that's
getting
what I'm
fried.
saying, bro. It's
P's
different out
getting
here,
fried.
bro. It's
P,
different.
you wanna know why P's getting fried? Because that's my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's you. I gotta fry him. It's respectfully. Wait, what's pause?
I
Wait,
don't
what's
even.
pause?
I don't
What I
even
said that was
want.
pause. I said something pause. He trolling. Yeah, P. I want all smoke, man. I want all smoke, man. Where's my charger?
That's amazing though.
Yeah, nah, P getting fried. Facts. Respectfully. Cause it's love. You feel what I'm saying? Hold up, bro. I came for the gems. Oh no. P about to get it when I see him. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, it be your own, man. It
Bro,
be your own.
you get caught up so much, bro. I remember when I was working at Bloomingdale's, I told one of the dudes, "Yo, hold on, I'm gonna go get it from the back," and the dude was like, "What? Wait, what?"
Nah, that's wicked, bro. That's
I was like,
wicked, bro.
"Nah, I'm going to go check the stock, bro. Like, what
Nah,
you?"
bro. That's OD, bro. Nah,
I need.
that's OD. That's OD. But nah, P, we about to post this one. This one was good, but it's not something that you don't already know. The last one was elite. Nah, that's yeah. I seen bums talk shit about niggas that made a team over them and claim they'll violate them. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I do people so filthy, like for real. Like I really do this basketball stuff. That's why people be mad when I didn't play, when I stopped. I had people from other teams and other colleges like, bro, he stopped. I was like, cause I fried them. It's like, bro, this is not what I don't want to do this. And I could always be, bro. We talk about it, bro. I roll out of bed. I give pro-ams, these pro-am dudes
Buckets
buckets.
on and off the court too.
Facts. Yeah, nah, P, you Gucci dog, yo. Nah, I gotta fry, bro. I gotta fry P. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like he's such a competitor. That's why I like you have to fry competitors because it's gonna be respected, and that's why I like competitive people. You feel me? Like that's another reason. Like me and Charles Universe, we're a great team because it's like we understand. It's like our competitive nature is like, nah, we not about to lose. Like
Right, and
we only gonna lose.
if you're not pushing each other, like they don't got to be competitive from an ego standpoint. It got to be
Yeah,
competitive from like, yo, I don't care who's in front of me, I'm gonna
yeah,
do this better than you. And if you
yes,
don't, then we're gonna make each other better. So at the end
yeah,
of the day, it's like competition, friendly competition is needed. I'm tired of like this super soft, like, oh nah, we're on the same team type of shit. It's like, nah, y'all gotta spar on and off the court, whatever it is that you do, link up with someone that does it better than you and do it with them until you can match them on a
yeah,
level or beat them.
yeah.
It's
As you should.
it's accountability on its own. Like I want
Yeah,
to be great at what I do, so I need people that are gonna be competitive. That's gonna push me. That's gonna tell me, nah, you're not doing that. I'm doing it better than you.
right. Oh shit! When I came to open gym,
See back.
chase down Fox, owe him three. Yeah, bro. Cause people think that people be thinking like you trash like them, and I'll never understand that. Like I remember people would tell me, like yo, this person told me. I was like, oh, the person who was playing behind me, the person when I took their spot, like the person who couldn't even. I'm like, bro, I will. Not gonna lie, I saw you as an inspiration in both for some. Yeah, not bro, and it's so. But you know why you saw me? Because I was playing with my heart and soul on the court. So like it wasn't even like from a basketball. It was like it was a simple fact that I was putting. That's why I like Russ so much. And I'm like
That's how you
I'm
have to
never
do everything. That's how you
everything,
have to
bro.
do everything. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. You have to put
Yes,
your all into everything that you do,
everything.
all the time.
And I
Look,
wasn't going out
Mike
like
did
that,
that, and there's people
respectfully.
telling him that they inspired, and Mike don't even. You know what I mean? It's like it's one thing if you was like in the NBA, people saying that, but you're not. You feel me? Like that's crazy. That
Yeah,
just goes to
that's
show, like
beautiful.
when you put your heart and soul into something, that shit is everlasting, bro.
Cause you
You
never
don't,
know who's paying attention.
and how it can affect them in different ways or impact them in different ways. Like your skill on the court could have impacted somebody off the court who don't even play ball.
Facts. Nah, facts.
Kobe did that for everybody.
Everybody. What? Yo. And yeah, I lost my train of thought, and that's so crazy because that shit never happens. But
He was about
I'm
to go
just like,
crazy. That's why.
bro, I was about to go bananas because it's just like, hold on, let me see. Inspiration, heart and soul. Ah, damn.
He was
I
talking
don't
about
remember.
he was talking about you
Yeah,
inspiring
nah,
people on the court. Playing
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bro,
Okay, and that's a even just because and not having fear. What people were seeing on the court when I was playing is no fear. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna put it as basketball, but it's really just like, yo, he's the shortest dude out there. He got the most bounce, and he's not letting anybody tell him nothing.
right.
That's really what you see. I was playing soccer, right? I was playing soccer, and people would just be like, my mom and dad told me later that there would be parents coming to them like, yo, it's that when he's playing, I feel like I can go out there and do it. That's what it's about. You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm trying to win it, but like that's what it's about. It's like I'm grown ass people are telling my grown ass parents, your child's inspiring me to now go out there.
And that's why you are who you are now.
And
And
that's
that
why
that
I'm
was the
like,
start. The competitiveness and the sport was the seed. And now, like, off the court, off the field, you're able to provide that same energy. And that's ultimately what's more important. It's like people have to understand it's deeper than whatever it is,
I got it.
the
I beg your
talent,
pardon.
whatever it is that you're working on is deeper than the skill for it. Because anybody
Yeah.
can have the skill, bro. It's the will.
And where there's will, there's a way. But anyway, so it came back to me, right? So some people say, yo, everyone's always gonna remember how you make them feel. Cap. Everyone's gonna remember how you impacted their life.
Right.
That and I've impacted a lot of people. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave with that, right? Because in that feeling, when you got over it, you like, wait, this, and it happens to my brother all the time, because he was the first person to get the gems. That man subconscious, he don't even know what's in there. He has no idea. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna keep just like, yo. And he says, he's like, yo, I'll be outside. It's like, yo, I feel like I sound like you. I'm like, that's not that I don't care that he's sounding like me. It's the fact that the gems were laid, and I know they're in there. I know they're in there. Like, and it's like, no, when you need a different perspective, you're gonna be like, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, no, that makes sense. Because I know I think logically and critically. So if you're saying to me, I sound like you, or I'm thinking like you, that's a beautiful thing. Because I already know I have trust in you that you're gonna input, you're gonna take the I guess template and then insert who you are in it. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
do that. Yes, that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I just want you to understand how to, and that's why, raising kid like Mason's already a critical thinker, because we don't allow him, and it's redundant, but we don't allow him, right? So now when he's 16 and, or whatever, he goes, wait, my mom, my dad, my brothers really love me more than I can. Yeah, the impact, right? How he felt at the time, he does not care anymore. It's like, yo, thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You feel me?
crazy. I think
Yes.
the best way to create accountability and to inspire is through action.
Yeah.
You got to
Yes.
be the example.
Oh,
Yeah.
another example, right? The example. So me, I have bounce, right? I'm athletic. I'm athletic. So I've never done a windmill, right? So now they see me. I'm 5'10". At the time, I was like 5'8", windmilling, right? Like off two. Huh. So now I got people who's doing dunks they never tried, just because I told them that I'm gonna do a dunk I never tried, and I did it, right? So
Yeah.
now you got in the layup line, everybody's wilding because like, yo, why are you doing that? I'm like, don't worry about me. Let's go do it. I'm like, this is how I feel right now. So now you got people doing back scratchers, trying in between the legs. You got people doing all these things. I'm like, I want people to understand that limit, stop it, throw it in the garbage. That limit, oh, I can't, throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage. Is it you can't or you don't know how? There's a difference. Some people don't know how. So now what do? Figure out how, right? Even this conversation, oh, you're never going to be a millionaire. You're never going to be wealthy. Shut up. Like, you're bugging. Speak for yourself.
Right.
We're going to figure it out, because that's just what it is, right? And with integrity, right? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, people keep saying I can't remove it. Remove the word, just throw it in the garbage. You can do whatever it is that you put your mind to, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Example, I'm in the car with my mans. I'm like, let me tell you how the mind works. When you're really scared, don't you become so much stronger and so much faster that you've had speed and strength you've never had before? Why? Because now your mind is making you, I have to do this. It's the same concept. It's
Yeah.
the same concept. It's like, bro, your mind is so powerful to the point where you can run 2 times than you would normally be able to run, just because your mind said, yo, I'm scared. We got to do this.
Yeah. The only person that's holding you back is you.
Is you, for real. Like, you feel me? And it's like, that's why these lives, that's why the courses that we're going to have, we're going to break it down, because that's such a blanketed statement. I'm like, nah, but there's more though. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and post it. It's only you versus you. I'm profound. No, what? Any dickhead can repeat that and keep repeating it and be wise.
Yeah.
No, can they go deeper than that, right? So I just put an example of flight or flight, right? Reasons why I love y'all lives is because it's nothing but facts. And that's the thing, right? these are things that we came to, not like it's like out of observation, right? We don't care about being right. It's like, yo, I was at a get together yesterday, and I'm having 6 or 7 people that I've met that night, right, on a line to go to the bathroom, and I'm telling them about their placements and how, yeah, that's why you're unique. That's why you do this. And they like, yo, bro, like, yo, thank you, because like I was thinking these things, but I don't know how to say it. That's what it's about.
And
That's what it's about.
they don't got nobody in their corner telling them how
And look at me,
special they
I'm a
are.
stranger
Right.
doing that to them because I'm like, that's love. Like, that's what matters.
Right.
I care that someone's like, yo, bro, like, thank you for saying that because I didn't even know I needed that. That's what love is. You feel
That's
me?
what
I
we do
don't
it
care
for.
about being
Yeah.
right. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
F being right.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, we be, bro, how many of the people in the chat didn't want to be right about something? Now, how often do you think that actually happens to us? I'm like, damn, like I know this about to happen, but I really don't want it to, right?
That's
But I want to be
yeah.
right all the time. Come on,
Yeah.
bro, that's dumb. But because you feel like you're inferior intellectually or whatever to me, which I don't even think about you, now you're projecting onto me. I think everybody's great because I think I'm great. Why? If I think I'm great, why would I not think everybody else is great or capable of it?
Right.
That's dumb.
And that
That's
goes back
stupid.
to our original point, right? Of individuality, of knowing who you are and knowing what you're capable of. Who are you? Who are you is not a question where you answer back with your name and your occupation and where you're from. That's not who you are. Is way deeper than that. And what you are is way deeper than, oh, I'm what you are. I'm a human. It goes way deeper than all that. You have different capabilities, and that's why we try to bring out the best in everybody, because everybody's capable. Everybody's capable.
Everybody, right? And that's why, and we talked about last time, that's why the rags to riches is so elite because the story is will, right? So it's like, so this person, that's why we said last time, like sometimes having nothing could be an advantage. And Gary Vee talks about this. It's like, bro, or Grant Cardone, it's like, bro, if I started out with 0 followers, I'll do it again because I know what to do now. And I would do it faster. Yes.
Yeah. There's a book. You ever heard of Shark Tank?
Yeah.
There's Damon Johns on there. He has a book called The Power of Broke. And basically, the book is it basically is just showing you how broke was an advantage to him.
Because you got to create.
It's like back to you said about the fear thing. It's like you ever heard of like a mom or dad super strength, like when their kids are in danger and shit like that.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's the same. It's the same concept. It's like whenever your back is against the wall, it's because you're capable. It's trying to show you that you're capable of doing it. There's a
No more
reason.
running.
There's a reason why it's you is because now your strength has to be shown. Like you have the option to either run away, or you can understand that now I'm in this position because my strength has to be displayed right now.
And you know, I'm a little bit of a sicko because I love those situations. I love pressure.
Right.
I operate best under it. Like to the point where like I tweeted, I'm like in high school, if I wasn't in the most hostile gym, I didn't really want to play because there's no pressure. I was 6-man on my college team and I had more game winners than starters. That's just how I am. I
Right.
love it. I want it. It's like, yes, y'all think I can't watch me do. And I'm going to, and you're not gonna say nothing. You feel me? And I love it. It's a beautiful thing. So that's why, and it's funny now because that's how I know I'm ready for the next level because it's like I don't feel no pressure right now because that means it's more is coming. Now I'm like I've been this is what I've been waiting for
Right.
because pressure creates diamonds. I'm a
Right.
diamond, period. And not for nothing, not even me talking about myself. Everybody in this life should feel that way. Gangster, you know what I'm saying?
I think
Everybody
everyone in
should
this
feel
life does, to be honest
does. You
with
feel what
you.
I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's like the reason why I feel that way is because I know I put myself through it, right? I didn't read no book through it. I didn't watch no video through it. I didn't go through someone else through it. I put myself with no fear, put my heart on my sleeve.
Because
And
it was
now
the
I became
only
a
way.
diamond.
It was the
It's the
only
only
way.
way. It doesn't
Right.
work any way else. So
You know,
like that fear that you're holding on to is kicking your ass.
I
But you think
remember
it's your friend.
I was telling you about the haunted
Facts,
house.
Dom.
I was telling you about the haunted house example, the haunted house analogy. It's like I remember seeing it was people were afraid to go through it and would be in there mad scared, not knowing that like you could get through to the other side if you just walk through. What is there to be scared of? You're gonna get through. It's your only fear that's blocking you off. You know nothing's gonna happen to you. You know you're gonna be able to get to the other side.
You feel
But
me?
yeah,
And that's why I used to get mad about freaking paying money to see scary movies and I'm like, why am I paying money for them to try to scare me? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, just think about how not psycho, because I don't know, people like scary movies, like whatever. Like, but I'm like, my people used to get mad because I never used to go to scary movies. I'm like, why am I paying money for something to try to scare me?
Yeah.
It's dumb.
I even think like sometimes when people have sympathy for people or like they feel bad for people that are going through genuine hardship, it's like, but if you really think about it, they're in an advantage and you shouldn't feel bad for them. You should understand that they're being put in that position because if they put their fear aside, it's because they're capable and something better is going to come out of it. That's why like it's hard to sit there and feel bad for people because I'm like, if it's not first of all, there's two things. If I can't feel bad for you for two reasons. One, it's self-inflicted, so that's on you. And two, if it's that bad, it's because that situation is meant for you to be able to put that fear aside and to capitalize, bro. To
Yeah,
capitalize.
yeah.
That's it.
And it's funny because you go back to people actually scared to be successful. They're scared to be strong.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah,
People
Charlie.
like
Charlie gets on to me about scary movies. Yeah,
people.
he says
People
that.
love
I
to
understand
fear.
that.
People love to
Yeah,
fear, bro. Could
there's
you
beauty in the
imagine that?
struggle. Yeah, huh?
How people love to fear? How the hell do
Yeah.
you love to? Because fear is although it's hurtful and it's challenging, but it's easy.
Some people look for sympathy, right? And it's funny too because we're gonna pod about um people actually want sympathy instead of empathy, and people don't understand the root word of sympathy is pity. You want someone to pity you, but then also say no one's above me. Oh, who do you think you are? Is like, well, which one is it?
That's why accountability is so tough because if you're not thick-skinned or you're not really you don't really know what's going on, it's like I'm not gonna feel bad for holding you accountable. That's not gonna
No.
fall on me. I'm
Nope.
holding you accountable because I'm just showing you what I see and I know that you're capable. So
Yeah.
if you're just gonna sit there and feel bad about yourself, that shit got nothing to do with me, bro. I'm not
And
a
and
I'm not
and
a
and
bad person for that.
let's keep it a stack, right? Because and I know you probably get this a lot too. I'll be the first one to criticize you, but I'll be the first one doing backflips when you accomplish what you thought you couldn't. That's love. I'm your biggest critic and supporter. That's love because I have to if I care about you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that's why sometimes when you fall, I'm like, bro, so you're just gonna ignore all the times where no one congratulated you and I was right there?
Right.
That's kind of wild, bro. You feel what
Look,
I'm saying?
bro.
I'm like, all because I'm just holding you accountable because I care about you. It's like, yo, and we just good hearted people. That's how we are. So it's like, I'll sit like, you're going to just look at all the bad, right? So if I'm in your life, right, and you just disregard all of the love, this out of the kindness of my heart, all because you got mad about this one thing, but then we don't want to discuss it. It's like, all right, that's whack. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really wish you would look at it from a overall standpoint, and that's why. And if we being 100, that's why a lot of people be like, yo, like, why you ain't do this? Why? I'm like, because I know eventually they're gonna understand, and I want them to understand that I'm just gonna wait until you get it. It's love. You
Right.
feel
And,
me?
and if I'm gonna open my mouth to speak on a problem, I'm gonna open my mouth to give you a solution as well.
Solutions.
I'm not going to. I'm not.
S
I'm not.
S
I'm not.
plural.
I'm not just going. I'm not the type of person just going to call out problems and not try to give you a solution to them or something that I think could work. Right.
Yeah, yeah. Or empathy too, right? It's like the reason why I have so much empathy for people and I know exactly what to say is because I've been through it. Whether you want to accept it or not is something different. But it's like, bro, I'm telling you, this is what's gonna happen. That's why when you go to sleep you go to sleep on what I said, and that shit really, huh? I'm just like, yeah, bro, because I'm telling you that real because I care. I'm not gonna tell you something that if I don't know, I'm like, nah, I don't know.
But
I'm gonna say I don't know.
the reason why sometimes it's so overwhelming is because the people that love them the most around them are not telling them this. So they don't know how to distinguish what real love is because the people around them are complete enablers. Even the people down to their family and siblings are enabling them or pitying them. So when we come out of the ordinary, obviously it's going to look like it's malicious. Obviously it's going to look like it's rooted
Mm-hmm.
in something bad, something negative. But at the end of the day, it's like just because you don't understand or are not able to be or to know someone that loves you on this capability, don't try to project that back on me. Because at the end
Right.
of the day, it's like, you're not about to use my good heart, or you're not about to use my love against me. It's the opposite. You're not about
Right.
to, right? I'm showing love. You're not about to convince me that it's something else at the
You
end of the
feel
day.
right. And I'm just like, and even because I say love is understanding, right? And I had this conversation before. It's like I'll understand a person so goddamn much that when they go to the level that they think that I'm at, I'm like, yeah, I was waiting for you to get there because I got something else to say. Like, let's come on, let's go. This is the journey. Let's have some
Right.
fun. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's only because I'm really paying attention, right? If I'm a thorough person in life, why would I not be thorough in the people that's in my life? Does that make sense? Right?
Right.
If I'm not thorough
Absolutely.
or understand you, how can I love you? How can I make sure I'm in the places I need to be with you? Not for you, with you. Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not about to do stuff for you, just because you're too scared. It's like, nah, I'm like, look, I'm telling you right now, you get through this, I'm right here. But it's like, I can't go there. You feel me? In the Matrix, they go, bro, I could just show you the door, but I can't open the door for you. That's
Right.
what we doing. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's not done for me. You feel me? Nobody there, even
And you
my
didn't you
mom and
didn't you
dad,
didn't
right?
get to who you were that way. You didn't get to become
Right,
the person that you were doing that. And that's the
right.
reason why you are that way, is because people didn't do that for you. And that's why you said, fuck a book, fuck a movie. I experienced this shit on my own. So like there's no cap possible.
None. You can't experience for them. And that's what I'll be saying. I'll be like, yo, bro, you have to understand, like, yo, this shit might be tough, but I promise you, you're gonna thank yourself after, right? Everything. Every time but I mean, I already have a mindset about it. I'll just be running through shit. That's why I love Russ. I'll be running through stuff because I'm just like, I know it's either I'm gonna get better or I'm gonna die. And if it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Right.
Period. Right? And we talked about this. What we're creating right now is gonna get created or I'm gonna die. But even if I die, it's gonna get created anyway. Because the intention is past myself,
Right.
right? So it doesn't even matter. I'm like, and that's a different type of love to even that's a different type of love to even I guess what's it radiate, I guess. I don't know. Right. So if I'm able to do this for myself, of course I'm able to love you past however you think about yourself right now. I think the ones that don't coddle my cancer as, yeah, got to. Yeah, we talked about that. But
Yeah.
and you're very strong for that, for the simple fact that you're vulnerable for that. But now what I would want to teach people that with that vulnerability, because there's strength and vulnerability, however, you can't be a victim to it though. Right. And I think that's where a lot of people fuck up. It's like, I tweeted it, oh, at least I have feelings. I'm like, yeah, me too, bro. But like, what, we just gonna sit here and shout feelings all goddamn day? Let's see who can feel the most. Like,
Right.
where's, like we said before, where's this going?
Right.
Is this, are we getting strength out of this? Are we being transparent? Like, cause I'm, even with me and you, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm telling you stuff that I haven't told nobody else because I'm like, okay, you understand exactly to the T, right? And we're saying, yo, this happened to me too. So now I'm like, all right, I'm not tripping. And someone else strong, just like me, went through it too. So I'm like, I bet I'm handling this in a good way.
Right.
You
And the
feel what I'm
most
saying?
the most important thing is I'm still able to be aware of your emotions without having those emotions manipulate me into pitying you. I'm able to understand those emotions, cater to those emotions, understand them, show you how I relate, but at the same time
Mm-hmm.
hold you accountable and tell you
Yeah.
so and so is happening. And this way,
Yeah.
it's like because even though we talk a lot about people's emotions, ruling them, is like, to a certain degree, our emotions are valid, but they cannot overpower the logic.
Right.
That's the most important thing. Is like, yes, your emotions are valid, but they can't overpower your logic, and you can't use them to manipulate how you
Uh,
want it to go. You can talk about your emotions. Let's talk it out. You know what I mean? Let's feel these emotions through. Let me relate to you. But at the end of the day, the facts are going to be the facts, and we got to think more logically.
yeah. And I think and I think, that's gonna be a very, well, as far as me, I'm really gonna like harp on that. I'm like, how we view our emotions is completely, it's like we said, it's ass backwards. It's like, you have emotions for them to be understood, right? You let your feelings run its course, but then that's not it, right? There's more steps.
Right.
And that's why I tell people, like, bro, you don't just stop, because people are comparing themselves who don't, let their emotions run. I'm like, bro, that's negative. Like, that's negative. Like, you letting your emotions run its course is literally zero. And then now, okay, what do I do with these emotions? Level 1. Okay, how do I not let these emotions happen again? Level 2. You know what I'm saying? You're comparing yourself to people who's not even at zero. They're a negative. They still gotta get out of that first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Where's the
if
where's the individuality, bro?
Right.
Where's the individuality? We link our
And-
emotions too much to a reaction. That's the thing. That's the thing is like, are your emotions, is that really how you feel? Or is that what you have to say to get someone to be able to react? Or is that
yeah.
what you want? You know?
Mhm. And
Re-
a perfect example, my brother, he holds a lot of stuff in, right? And that's why I have to be with him a lot and make sure he has my trust, and I make sure I'm on point with him as much as possible because it builds up. So sometimes he'll react in a very he's a physical person, like he's so he reacts physically, not fighting me, but like he reacts physically. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna tell you need to do that because that's how you deal with your emotions. But I need you to understand that it doesn't have to go like this, right?
yeah,
I need you to get that out now because there's so much bottled up, and I need you to get out as much as possible so you don't freaking explode on yourself. Because
right.
that's my brother. You feel me? Like I'm trying. You supposed to
Exactly.
be
Oh,
with me,
yeah.
player. Like
And
you
those
feel me?
emotions are so overpowering that in a split second something drastic can happen. Especially when you're bottling things up and you're not channeling them in the right way. That's why creativity and purpose is important because when you have these emotions, it's like it's like putting Mentos in a Coke bottle. You feel me? It's
Yeah,
the same. It's the same reason. It's the same logic. It's like you have to find a way to be able to channel that because, bro, and the more you bottle up those emotions, it's a split thing, bro. Anything can happen, especially for someone that reacts physically.
bro. And me, bro. I've had so many like people was like I'm like, bro. I've had mental breakdowns in front of people.
Right.
But then they'll come on here and listen to this live. I'm like, because they know I'm not capping.
Right.
that so and it worked. It worked in my favor. It's like, wait, he had a mental breakdown, and look at him right now. I was like, yes, bro. What I'm saying to you is real. I'm telling you exactly how I got from that to that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's a testament. I was thinking about this today. Emotional intelligence on a spectrum. On one end, people don't feel at all, and the other people feel it all. Yeah. And the difference between emotional intelligence and being emotionally smart. We said it on the last job.
That's a really great
Yeah.
point, bro. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Because there's
Yeah.
some people that think that they're emotionally intelligent because they detach from any type of feeling or emotion, but really you're just a bot. You're really just numb. You're not
Facts.
intelligent at all. You're just emotionless. At that point, you're soulless. Charlie knows
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He said
There's people out
feelings
here
are
with no soul,
fickle.
Charles.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Michael Jackson said to learn to shelve your emotions. Exactly. And that's why I tell people why I don't do things based off emotion because I'm like, you're going to feel different in the next moment. It's
Right.
much harder to change someone's logic, right? Than it is to change someone's feeling because the feelings are just quick bursts, right? When you have something that's logical, it's more long lasting and it's more consistent because it's based off of something that's real and grounded, right?
Right.
The emotions is like the fire and that's why people get caught up. We gonna talk about it. That's why people get caught up in bad relationships as far as sex because it's the passion, it's the fire, but it's not something long lasting. What people do is because they don't have that fire within, they go try to get it from somebody else, right? And I was and
Or to
me
have someone match it.
and match it. Cause me, I went through that. Like I had so much goddamn fire, and I just was so addicted. It was my passion, right? And I turned into intensity. I was dealing with someone who had the same shit I was, but it was literally just. I mean, it ended up making me stronger. But at the time, I was like, "Yo, bro, what is this?" But it's like, but whatever it is, I just want it because
And
it's
that
it's it's the
and,
fire.
and that's dangerous because
Very,
even when you come to terms with it, passion and it's still passion. That shit
yeah.
don't leave you. So like, fire fire gonna attract more fire at the end of the day. So to be able to resist and to come to terms with that is a real big thing, bro. Because that shit it's not like you come to terms with it and then it's done. You just have
All
to
right,
channel it. You have to channel it
little
into
sneak
something else.
peek. Because I'm gonna tie this up how we're gonna make a cartoon about it, but sneak peek about how I view the levels, right? The difference between passion and intensity. Passion is just a raw energy. When you focus it, that's when it becomes intensity, and then you can now point it in whatever you want. So like, yeah, passion is now. Remember what I said? Passion is like level 2, but once you start getting to intensity, that's when you start going to 5, 6, 7, 8 because now you're using what that energy is and you're directing it and it's staying on it, right? Like we said, it's just passion, but intensity is way different. Intensity is the intention, right? And probably the etymology of the word, I'm pretty sure they're similarly linked, right? Intention, right? Intensity, they're probably similar link. I just haven't done the research, but they would make perfect sense. Passion is just intensity without the intent, right? Because like when you really think about it, right? If you are very passionate, right? And then that's when people's like, yo, you're really focused. Like I feel you. It's like, yeah, because I'm focusing it, right? It's just not just like out and about and just fluttering in the wind.
And
That's what, yeah.
how intim
You could put
how,
him in. You could put him in. As long as he don't bark. My bad, y'all.
how intimidating can that be to someone who's insecure too?
Very. I intimidate a lot of people unknowingly. I was like, bro, if only you knew, I want to be your best friend. It's like, I don't know
Yeah.
why you want to just like come talk to me. It's all good about anything at that point, right? But yeah, it's very intimidating. And there's no need, bro. There's really no need. But then also say they're not judgmental.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Oh, I don't judge. Oh, he's intimidating. She's intimidating. That's judgment, bro. That's what that is.
Yeah,
Homie?
I'm about to slide off this live.
Yeah, facts.
Shout out to everybody.
That
Shout
stayed
out to
all
the
day.
regulars. Shout out to the regulars
Yeah.
because you guys are gonna really see the progression.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the most special thing. We're not gonna forget about nobody neither.
You know what's going on, man. We got a lot cooked up. But yeah, nah, this was interesting. And all freestyle too. I feel like we gotta keep saying that, bro. Ain't nothing written down.
And nothing will be written down either.
Never, because then that makes it more real. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the construction in our heads. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this all in our heads like that because we understand the programming aspect, right, of our minds. So it's like, okay, so I'm gonna be this real, and I have to now be on point. That's why all this is a skill. I'm gonna be on point enough to stay focused while still being real and being raw, right? So,
Yeah. Thank you,
beautiful
man.
thing.
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Now we got so
We
much.
love y'all, man.
Hey, we're gonna go. Yeah, it's a gift. It's a skill. It's not a gift. It's a skill. You can do it. You have the gift too. You have to practice. Me and Ferns are on Twitter all day. All we're doing is formulating thoughts. He writes whole articles on his emotions. You have to be able to formulate it.
And I think the interesting thing is like as much as I write them for people, I write them for myself too. So like at the manifestation part at the bottom, it speaks as I. I do that because I talk to myself, but also for the readers reading it, it's subconsciously saying I, so it sounds like you're saying it, like it's the one
Yeah,
that like you wrote it. So it's
yeah.
like when you hear I, it programs into your brain a lot more. But I really need to hear a lot of the stuff for myself too. So like I'm kind of introducing you into my world a little bit. So that's why anyone who supports it or fucks with it, it's like it means a lot more to me. Then it's not like I just put them out to put them out. It's a lot deeper than that.
Well, yeah. Islet, Zeus just came in here. He's about to pack the lava up. You know she runs things in the crib now. But
And
yeah.
shout out to everybody,
I don't
man.
even know what I'm gonna title this one.
Just man, these are just random. These are just a freestyle Sunday,
Wait, so don't post it?
bro. I feel like we should post everything because there's gems and everything. There's always something new.
Okay. I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
And shout out
Uh,
Tony, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out
yeah.
P. We're gonna be there soon, bro. We're gonna be doing our
That's a
lives
fact.
out
That's a
down
fact.
there.
That's a fact. Come here. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at the baby boy. Oh my
And
god.
if I'm telling you, the one day we get 100 people in the live, we're doing a Charles Universe face reveal too.
What's up? Yeah, you about to pack my live up aside, man. I love you anyway. My
All
day
right,
getting
my
big.
bro.
All right, player.
Always a pleasure, my bro. Always a
You know
pleasure.
what's going on, man? We back at it on Wednesday.
That's a
We'll
fact.
figure out the topics on Tuesday.
or Wednesday.
Bro, we get up, what we talk about, I bet. That's that
But we
fire.
have
Yeah.
we already cooked up a whole list though, so we got some shit we could just pick.
Oh, say that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't, you know me, man. I'll be thinking if I don't post it, it's a throwaway. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. We 100 people loading? Absolutely, bro. We get 100 people in here, bro. It's gonna go bananas, bro.
We gonna up the content too, cause we ain't even like we talking, but we're not talking yet. You feel me?
Nope.
Like we're still in the introduction. A lot of people don't even read the introduction. People that read books, a lot of y'all don't even read the introduction, but this is the introduction.
Woo!
With,
You feel me? But yeah, we on that on Wednesday, absolutely.
all
But
right,
yeah,
man.
love everybody that
I'm gonna fuck
stayed.
with y'all.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to post this. We about to get live. Send it to who you want to send it to. Let's get it. Love y'all. We back on Wednesday with it.
You already.
All right.